Shiva Shakti Samarambham Bhaskaracharya Madhyamam Asmat Srinatha Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Hari Om. Right? So the 57, I think, is where we had stopped, like the previous class before, right? So we'll review from 57. So 57 to 104, much 43, 47. So maybe like 22 each, right? You can do. So maybe Revati, you want to do, and then since Shobha being a catering specific, so I'll have you do the second half. Or
okay.
So 57 to maybe like 79, you do.
Sure. Yeah,
57
whatever
to
works
80,
for
maybe one of you do, and then 80 to the rest one other person can.
Shobha, can I do the first 20? Whatever you want, you can do it. I'll do whichever you need to say. Sa vidya parama mukter hetu bhuta sanadini samsara bandha hetucha saiva sarveshwareswari rajovacha bhagavan kahi sa devi mahamayeti yam bhavan praviti kadamutpanna sa karmasya cha kim tvija yat prabhava sasha devi yat swarupa yat yadutbhava tat sarvam srodumicchami dvatto brahmavidambara rishiruvacha nityaiva sa jaganmurtistaya sarvamidam tatam tatapi tat samudbaddir bahuda shriyatam mama devanam karya siddhyartha mavir bhavati sayata.
If you're halfway on the ma, you make it im, right? Devanam karya siddhyartham avir
bhavati. Okay. Avir bhavati sayata udvanneti tada loke sanityapyapidiyate yoganitram yada vishnur jahatye karnavikrite astirya sesham abhajat kalpande bhagavan prabhu tada tva vasurau gorau vikyadau madhukaidapau vishnu karnamalotputau hantum brahmanamutyatau sanabi kamale vishnuho stito brahma prajapatihi drishtva davasurau chokrau prasuptagnya janartanam dushtava prasuptam
yeah
prasuptagnya இல்லையா
இல்ல அங்க இம்மு தான் அது பிரசுப்தம் ச ஜனார்தனம்
प्रसूप्तं जनार्दनं दुष्टावयोगनिद्रां कामोगाग्रहृदयस्थितः विपोतनात्ताय हरेर्हरिनेत्रकृतालयां विश्वेश्वरीं जगदात्रीं स्थितिसंहारकारिणीं नित्रां भगवतीं विष्णोरतुलां तेजसः प्रभुः ब्रह्म उवाच त्वं स्वाहा त्वं स्वदा त्वं हि षट्कारस्वरात्मिका सुधा त्वमेष नित्या दरिता मात्रात्मिका स्थिता.
ஒரு செகண்ட் அந்த இடத்துல அந்த त्वं स्वाहा त्वं स्वदा त्वं हि वषट्कारस्वरात्मिका.
I left that line.
இல்ல அந்த வஷட்கார you said some other word on that portion.
त्वं स्वाहा त्वं स्वदा त्वं हि वषट्कारस्वरात्मिका सुधा द्वमेक्षरे नित्यत्रिता मात्रात्मिका स्थिता. अत्तमात्रा स्थिता नित्या यानुच्चार्या विशेषतः त्वमेव सा त्वं सावित्री त्वं देवी जननी परा.
Sandhya, second word sandhya. You have different word.
त्वं सावित्री त्वं जननी परा அப்படிதான் இருக்கு.
You have a different word அப்போ त्वमेव சந்தியா சாவித்ரி.
ஓகே சந்தியா அப்புறம்
त्वमेव சந்தியா சாவித்ரி.
ஓகே இங்க வந்து त्वमेव सा त्वம்னு இருக்கு.
Okay, I'll just change it to sandhya.
Okay. I don't know how I missed it when you said it. Okay. त्वयैतत्तार्येत विश्वं त्वयैतत्सृज्यते जगत् त्वयैतत्पाल्यते देवी त्वमत्सयन्ते सर्वदा.
And the Devi is a short E, okay? On the line.
Okay. वै तत्पाल्यते देवी त्वमत्सयन्ते स सर्वदा विसृष्टौ सृष्टिरूपा त्वं स्थितिरूपा च पालने तदा संहृति रूपान्ते जगतोऽस्य जगन्मये महाविद्या महामाया महामेधा महास्मृतिः महामोहाश भवति महादेवी महासुरी இன்னும் சொல்லாமா?
Continue. I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay. प्रकृतिस्त्वञ्च सर्वस्य गुणत्रयविभाविनी कालरात्रिर्महारात्रिर्मोहरात्रिश्च दारुणा त्वं श्री त्वमीश्वरी त्वं हरिस्त्वं बुद्धिर्बोधलक्षणा लज्जा.
That word is
ह्रीस्त्वं. Okay, sorry. ह्रीस्त्वं बुद्धिर्बोधलक्षणा लज्जा पुष्टिस्तदा दुष्टिस्त्वं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव च कट्किनी शूलिनी कोरा गतिनी शक्रिणी तदा शङ्किनी शापिनी पाण वुशुण्डी परिकायुता.
Yeah, we can stop there.
Okay.
நான் கண்டினியூ பண்ணிக்கலாமா?
நீ கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க.
ஓகே. शङ्किनी चापिनी बाण भुषुण्डी परिगायुधा सौम्या सौम्य तराशेष सौम्ये सौम्ये यस्वति सुन्दरी परापराणां परमात्वमेव परमेश्वरी यच्च किञ्चित् क्वचिद्वस्तु सदसद्वाकिलात्मिके तस्य सर्वस्य या शक्तिः सा त्वं किं स्तूयसे तथा यया त्वया जगत् स्रष्टा जगत् पात्यतीयो जगत् सोऽभिनिद्रा वशं नीदः कस्त्वां स्तोतुं मिहेश्वरः शरीरग्रणमः ग्रहणमः அப்படி இல்லவா?
இல்ல, விஷ்ணு ஷரீர கிரகணம்
ஓகே. விஷ்ணு ஷரீர கிரகணம் ग्रहणं महामीशान एव च.
आइडोंग शोभाद अहम ईशान एव च.
विष्णु शरीर ग्रहणम अहम ईशान एव च. ओके या ओके. कारितास्ते यदोतस्त्वं स्तोतुं शक्तिमान् भवेत् सा त्वमित्थं प्रभावैस्त्वयि रुदारैर्देवी समस्तुदा मोहायेतौ दुराद वसुरौ मधुकैडभौ प्रबोधं च जगत्स्वामी नीयतामच्युतो लघु बोधश्च क्रियतामस्य हन्तु मेधौ महासुरौ. ऋषिरुवाच एवं सुधा तदा देवी तामसी तत्र वेदसा विष्णो प्रबोधनार्धाय निहन्तुं मधुकैडभौ नेत्रास्य नासिका बाहु हृदयेऽप्यस् तदोरसः निर्गम्य दशनेतस्थौ ब्रह्मणो व्यक्तजन्मनः उद्धस्तौ च जगन्नाथस्तया मुक्तो जनार्दनः एकार्णवे हि शयना ततृषे च दौ मधुकैडभौ दुरात्मानावति वीर्यपराक्रमौ क्रोधरक्तेषणा वस्तुं ब्रह्माणं जनितोद्यमौ समुत्थाय तदस्ताभ्यां युयुधे भगवान् हरिः पंचवर्ष सहस्राणि बाहुब्रह्मणो विभुः बाहुप्रहरणो विभुः तावप्यदि बलोन्मद्धो महामाया विमोहितौ उद्दुवन्दो वरोस्मद्धो प्रियमता विधि केशवं प्रियतामिति केशवं श्री भगवान् उवाच भवेता मध्य मे तुष्टौ मम वद्य युतावबी ओके उभावपि मम वद्य उभावपि किमन्येन वरेणात्र एता वद्दि कृतं मम. ऋषिरुवाच वञ्चिताप्यामिति तदा सर्वमापोमयं जगत् विलोक्यताभ्यां कथितो भगवान् कमलेक्षणः आवां जहीन यद्रोर्वील् शलिलेन परिप्लुता ऋषिरुवाच तदेत्युक्त्वा भगवता शङ्खचक्रगदा पृता कृत्वा चक्रेण वैचिन्ये जगने शिरसि तयोः एवमेषा समुत्पन्ना ब्रह्मणा समस्तुदा स्वयं प्रभास्वास्तु भूय शृणु वदामि ते ऐं होम அடுத்து சொல்லணுமா
Just say the last portion.
இந்த ஓம் நமோ தேவி
Yeah.
சொல்லணுமா
Satya santu yajamanasya.
ஓம் நமோ தேவி மகாதேவி
Oh, Shubha, you don't have that one line. The Satya santu. Okay. I thought I was going to send it. I forgot. Anyway, innurko sollungo. Yeah, what? Okay. Oh, do you have nothing, Shubha, there?
தேவியே சிவாய இல்ல we don't have couple of Revati didn't have, I think, the Bhaskara idla prachar book idla illai.
Yeah, let me just send it. No worries. Innurko sollungo.
4 lines is missing, I think. Ama.
I'm just sending the Sanskrit version to the group right now before I forget. So.
Oh, sure.
Anyway,
Tamil la edha irko parkren.
Okay. Now I'll just say this and we'll finish it. Satya santu yajamanasya kamaaha namo devyai mahadevyai shivayai satatam namah namah prakrityai bhadrayai niyatah pranatasmatam sanghayai sayudhayai saparivarayai sarvatmikayai vagbhava bijadishtatre shri mahakalyai namah. Very good. Both of you did really well. So let's get into the second chapter today. So I'm going to say the meaning in bits and pieces because some portion of the meaning, it will make sense just before you chant that portion that I say that, so you can relate to it. So this one is Dvitiyodhyayaha. So this is the Madhyama Charitram beginning. So the Hreem, Aim, we ended with Aim, if you remember. This one will start with Hreem, and then the end of the 4th chapter will be the end of Hreem, and then the Kleem will continue. So this is the Madhyama Charitram, considered as the second portion, middle portion. And then the rest of from the 5th is the final Uttara Charitram, 3rd portion, right? So this is Mahishasura Sainya Vadaha. So destroying the armies of Mahishasura. So the Mahishasura, he'll come later, but the army destruction is happening here, right? So the previous chapter, the sage Sumedas kind of left. He's continuing the story. He says, I'm going to tell you the greatness of Mahamaya. And then he talks about how then Madhu Kaitava comes, how the Yoga Maya comes out of Vishnu, and then Madhu and Kaitava were gotten rid of. He says, okay, let me continue telling more about the greatness of this Mahamaya. So it says that long time ago, he says that, there was the Asuras were led by a person called Mahisha. So that is all they say about this. And this is a person called Asura called Mahisha was leading it. And then Indra, whoever was the Indra at that time, and then as usual, they get into a battle. And in that battle, they battle for hundreds of years. It says, one of the, it'll come, Shata, it'll say somewhere. Anyway, so they battle for hundreds of years. And then at the end of it, the Devas all get defeated. And Mahishasura now takes over the heaven, the upper planets also. Mahisha takes over. And because he's an Asura, he's called Mahishasura, right? So he takes over the planets. So of course, when that happens, the gods, Indra, Varuna, Agni, everybody, along with Brahma, they all go to Vishnu and Shiva, and then they tell it in detail, saying that, hey, you know what happened? It's a very powerful Asura called Mahisha who's defeated us, and then he's taken up everything that Surya, Agni, Vayu, Chandra, all the gods, all the demigods, whatever they have, all of it has been completely taken over, to the extent that we've been kicked out of our planetary, the godly heavenly planets, and we now have to roam in earth. So we kind of gotten downgraded, right? So that we have to roam in earth. So he says, you have to do something to protect us out. So when they hear this, so what happens is Vishnu and Shiva first. So when he says it, sometimes, when you get angry, then you keep your face, in a way such that your eyebrows kind of, your forehead bends, your eyebrows kind of meet, right? So their eyebrows started to meet because of the anger that they were showing, right? So we also saw how, Shiva, Rudra comes, right? It comes from the Brahma's from the middle of the eyebrows, with Narayaniam, I think for those who are there, it says that Brahma, he was angry that the creation was not happening. Then from his middle of his eyebrows, the Mrida comes, which becomes Rudra, the 11 Rudras, right? It comes out of the anger. So similarly here, what happens is Vishnu and Shiva, So they are kind of getting furious about this, and their eyebrows meet. And from the middle of each of their eyebrows, a radiance or a light comes, right? And then so from Shiva it comes first, from Vishnu it comes next, then from Brahma it comes, and then even from the body of all the other gods, Indra, Varuna, Agni, whoever is there, a light is emanating, a light is coming, all their energy. So each one is going to be contributing. They're going to be contributing two things. So everybody is going to be contributing from their energy. A body portion of this Devi is going to come. That's going to be number one. Then the second, each one is going to be giving one astram. So this form will have 18 hands, and these 18 hands will have one astram. Okay. So first it'll talk about what all parts come. So anyway, so from there, each of their bodies, from the Devas' bodies, light comes, and from Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva's middle of the eyebrows, a light comes, and all of that is actually coming. And then they see a huge light forming in front of them, which is massive in size. So indescribable height of a light that is actually forming, which is all the union of all of their energies is forming. And that energy is then becomes the form of a woman, right? So that's how that Devi is actually getting born, who's becoming the energy that is coming from everybody's. So now, I think, let me check in which. So when we come to that, I will, or maybe let me see here. Anyway, so when that happens, so I think it will come. When we come to that place, I'll tell you which portion who forms, right? Then you'll be able to follow it. So we'll cover till here first. Okay, so let me just see here today. Okay, so here today, Venkat, you can be a student, and Lalita, you can be a student. Okay, first off.
Yeah, usually a question.
Yeah.
So then this form of Devi is born before like Krishna Avataram, or when is it actually happening?
I don't know the specific timing, because it doesn't say when that happens.
Okay.
It doesn't say when, it just says long time back, and that's how it starts, some long time back, right? So I don't know exactly when this the sequence of timeline when it is, but I think it happened before only, because Krishna Avataram just happened in Dwapara Yuga now, so which is pretty recent compared to all the times, right? So this probably happened before that, way before that.
Thank you.
Om Hrim Rishiru Vacha Deva Suram Abhut Yuddham Purnamabdha Shatam Pura Mahishe Suranam Adipe Devanam Cha Purandare. Om Hrim Rishiruvacha Deva Suram Abhut Yuddham Purnamabdha Shatam Pura Mahishe Suranam Adipe Devanam Cha Purandare. Sorry, Venkat, you're on mute. Venkat, you're on mute. No, can't hear you. Okay, Lalita, you start pandrella. You'll go try this.
Om Hrim Rishiruvacha Devasuramabhudyuddham Purnamabdashatam Pura Mahishe Surana Madipe Devanam Cha Purandare. Om Hrim Rishiruvacha Devasuramabhudyuddham Purnamabdashatam Pura Mahishe Surana Madipe Devanam Cha Purandare.
Try now. I think it's saying it's just connecting to audio now. Yeah. You're on mute.
Hey, Rajesh, யாருக்கு wait பண்ற? I mean, in the sense, you didn't call me, right? நான் miss பண்ணிட்டேன். யாரை call பண்ண?
Yeah. I think I could hear you now, Venkat. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm good. Om Hrim Rishiruvacha Om Hrim Rishiruvacha Mahishe Suranam Adipe Devanam Cha Purandare.
I think now it became clear, but the first time it was not clear. I don't know why, but the second time I could hear you okay. Tatrasurair Mahaviryair. So multiple irs coming. Tatrasurair Mahaviryair Deva Sainyam Parajitam Jitva cha Sakalan Devan Indrobhun. If you want to break it at that, na Indrobhun Mahishasuraha. Tatrasurair Mahaviryair Deva Sainyam Parajitam Jitva cha Sakalan Devan Indrobhun Mahishasuraha.
देवसैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रो भून् महिषासुरः तत्रासुरैर्महावीर्यैर्देवसैन्यैः पराजितं देवसैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रो भून् महिषासुरः.
A very small correction. Sainyam.
सैन्यं.
Yeah.
तत्रासुरैर्महावीर्यैर्देवसैन्यं पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् पराजितं जित्वा च सकलान् देवान् इन्द्रो भून् महिषासुरः.
உங்க ஆடியோ உள்ள போயிடுறது அவரோடது.
No, the audio is breaking. Venkat, sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's not. Yeah.
Okay,
But it can generally follow you. Yeah. Tataha, put a F. Parajita Devaha, put a F. Deva. Padmayonim Prajapatim. Puraskritya Gatastatra Yatresha Garuda Dhvajau. Tatah Parajita Deva Padmayonim Prajapatim. Puraskritya Gatastatra Yatresha Garuda Dhvajau.
ततः पराजिता देवाः पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ. ततः पराजिता देवाः पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ.
ततः पराजिता देवा पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ. ततः पराजिता देवा पद्मयोनिं प्रजापतिं पुरस्कृत्य गतास्तत्र यत्रेष गरुडध्वजौ.
So when you the first line Deva, if sound there. Okay. Okay. Yata Vrittam Tayos Tadvan. Okay. Tadvan Mahishasura Cheshtitam. Tridashaha, put a ich sound, Tridashah Katayamasur Devabhi Bhava Vistaram. So that B is a short B. Yata Vrittam Tayos Tadvan Mahishasura Cheshtitam Tridashah Katayamasur Devabhi Bhava Vistaram.
यथा वृत्तं तयोस्तद्वन् महिषासुरचेष्टितं त्रिदशाः कथयामासुर्देवाभिभवविस्तरम्. देवाभिभवविस्तरम्. यथा वृत्तं तयोस्तद्वन् महिषासुरचेष्टितं त्रिदशाः कथयामासुर्देवाभिभवविस्तरम्.
यथा वृत्तं तयोस्तद्वन् महिषासुरचेष्टितं त्रिदशाः कथयामासुः देवाभिभवविस्तरम्.
If you have Katayamasuhu, then put a ir to join that, okay?
Masuhu.
Put a ir, put a r, ir to join it. Katayamasur.
Okay, Kathayamasur. यथा वृत्तं तयो तद्वन् महिषासुरचेष्टितं त्रिदशाः कथयामासुर्देवाभिभवविस्तरम्.
Similarly, the first line Tayos is, if you have Tayoho, it becomes the is there, okay?
Yeah.
Suryendragneni. So that's, Surya, Indra, Agni, all of those words are mixed in there, right? So Suryendragneni Len Dunam Yamasya Varunasya Cha Anyesham Chadhikaran Saha is there, put a Sadhikaran Sas Swayam Evadhi Tishtati. सूर्येन्द्राग्न्यनिलेन्दूनां यमस्य वरुणस्य च अन्येषां चाधिकारान् स स्वयमेवाधितिष्ठति. Alam, you have to just kind of remember what all are there. Surya, Agni, Indra.
Suryendra Suryendriyagnya-linendunam yamasya varunasya cha anyesham chadhikaran sah swayamevadhitishtati. Suryendragnyanilendunam yamasya varunasya cha anyesham chadhikaran sah swayamevadhitishtati.
सूर्येन्द्राग्न्यनिलेन्दूनां यमस्य वरुणस्य च अन्येषां चाधिकारान् सः स्वयमेवाधितिष्ठति. सूर्येन्द्राग्न्यनिलेन्दूनां यमस्य वरुणस्य च अन्येषां चाधिकारान् सः स्वयमेवाधितिष्ठति.
Rajesh, the first word, how is there any way you can divide like a 2 words?
No, because what it is Surya, Indra, Agni, Anila, Indu. Indunam means of all of them. So Indu is so Surya, Agni, so the Surya, Agni, then Vayu, Chandra, all of them, right? That's what it's all those words there. All of them in Anilendunam, it's like all of them together. So you can't break it. It's just a full sandhi of all of them together. So
Ragnya. How do you say that? Ragnyani. Okay. Ragnyani. Okay.
Swargan Nirakritaha is Nirakrita Sarve Tena Devagana Bhuvi Vicharanti Yata Martya Mahishena Duratmana. Swargan Nirakrita Sarve Tena Devagana Bhuvi Vicharanti Yata Martya Mahishena Duratmana.
Swargan nirakritah sarve tena deva gana bhuvi chiranti yatha martya mahishena duratmana. Swargan nirakritah sarve tena deva gana bhuvi vicharanti yatha martya mahishena duratmana.
स्वर्गान् निराकृता सर्वे तेन देवगणा भुवि विचिरन्ति यथा मर्त्या महिषेण दुरात्मना. स्वर्गान् निराकृता सर्वे तेन देवगणा भुवि विचिरन्ति यथा मर्त्या महिषेण दुरात्मना.
When you go to the end of the first line, that bhuvi, just be careful. It's a short e, okay? So you can just consciously cut it off. Etat vaha is there put a ish sound. Etat vah katitam sarvam amarari. If you want to break it, or you can say it together. Sarvam amarari, you can say it, or sarvam amarari vicheshtitam. Sharanam vaha put a f vah prapannaha put a is prapannasmo vadastasya vichintyatam. एतद्वः कथितं सर्वममरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वदस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम्.
एतद्वः कथितं सर्वममरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वदस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम्. एतद्वः कथितं सर्वममरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वदस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम्.
एतद्वः कथितं सर्वम् अमरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वदस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम्. एतद्वः कथितं सर्वम् अमरारि विचेष्टितं शरणं वः प्रपन्नास्मो वदस्तस्य विचिन्त्यताम्.
इत्थं निशम्य देवानां वचांसि शॉर्ट ई मधुसूदनः चकार कोपं शंभुश्च भ्रुकुटी कुटिलाननौ. इत्थं निशम्य देवानां वचांसि मधुसूदनः चकार कोपं शंभुश्च भ्रुकुटी कुटिलाननौ.
इत्थं निशम्य देवानां वचांसि मधुसूदनः चकार कोपं शंभुश्च भ्रुकुटी कुटिलाननौ. इत्थं निशम्य देवानां वचांसि मधुसूदनः चकार कोपं शम्भुश्च भ्रुकुटीकुटिलाननौ
इत्थं निशम्य देवानां वचांसि मधुसूदनः चकार कोपं शम्भुश्च भ्रुकुटीकुटिलाननौ इत्थं निशम्य देवानां वचांसि मधुसूदनः चकार कोपं शम्भुश्च भ्रुकुटीकुटिलाननौ.
This is where the eyebrows are merging, right? When they're getting angry, that's why it's happening this stanza. Tatoti kopa purnasya chakrino vadanat tataha nishchakrama mahat tejo brahmanaha putaish brahmanash shankarasya cha. Tatoti kopa purnasya chakrino vadanat tataha nishchakrama mahat tejo brahmanash shankarasya cha.
ततोऽतिकोपपूर्णस्य चक्रिणो वदनात्ततः निश्चक्राम महत्तेजो ब्रह्मणः शङ्करस्य च ततोऽतिकोपपूर्णस्य चक्रिणो वदनात्ततः निश्चक्राम महत्तेजो ब्रह्मणः शङ्करस्य च
ततोऽतिकोपपूर्णश्च चक्रिणो वदनात् ततः निश्चक्राम महत्तेजो ब्रह्मणः शङ्करस्य च ततोऽतिकोपपूर्णश्च चक्रिणो वदनात् ततः निश्चक्राम महत्तेजो ब्रह्मणः शङ्करस्य च
अन्येषां चैव देवानां शक्रादीनां शरीरतः निर्गतं सुमहत् तेजस् तच्चैक्यं समगच्छत. Tach aikyam. So aikyam is getting merged. That's why tachaikyam is getting joined, those two words. Anhesham chaiva devanam shakradinam shariratah nirgatam sumahattejas tachaikyam samagacchata.
अन्येषां चैव देवानां शक्रादीनां शरीरतः निर्गतं स्वमहत्तेजस्तच्चैक्यं समगच्छत अन्येषां चैव देवानां शक्रादीनां शरीरतः निर्गतं सुमहत्तेजस्तच्चैक्यं समगच्छत
अन्यैषां चैव देवानां शक्रादीनां शरीरतः निर्गतं सुमहत्तेजः तच्चैक्यं समगच्छत
The tejaha, you put a is there. Tejas.
तेजस्तच्चैक्यं समगच्छत अन्यैषां चैव देवानां शक्रादीनां शरीरतः निर्गतं सुमहत्तेजः तच्चैक्यं निर्गतं सुमहत्तेजस्तच्चैक्यं समगच्छत
Ativa tejasaha, put a if sound. Tejasah kutam jwalantam iva parvatam dadru shuste suras tatra jwala vyapta digantaram. So you kind of have to say it together. Jwala vyapta. I think I don't know where exactly split that, but anyway, you just say it together, right? That word. Ativa tejasah kutam jwalantam iva parvatam tadrshuste suras tatra jwala vyapta digantaram.
अतीव तेजः कूपं ज्वलन्तमिव पर्वतं ददृशुस्ते सुरास्तत्र ज्वालाव्याप्तदिगन्तरम् अतीव तेजः कूटं ज्वलन्तिमिव पर्वतं
Tejasah.
तेजः
Tejasah. And the S is not H. Tejasah.
ओके अतीव तेजसः कूटं ज्वलन्तमिव पर्वतं ददृशुस्ते सुरास्तत्र ज्वालाव्याप्तदिगन्तरम्
अतीव तेजसः कूटं ज्वलन्तमिव पर्वतं ददृशुस्ते सुरास्तत्र ज्वालाव्याप्तदिगन्तरम् अतीव तेजसः कूटं ज्वलन्तमिव पर्वतं ददृशुस्ते सुरास्तत्र ज्वालाव्याप्तदिगन्तरम्
Atulam tatra tat tejaha, put is tejas sarva deva sharirajam ekastam tadabhun nari vyapta loka trayam tvisha. Tadabhun nari, that's what it's saying, that the female form is coming out of that. Atulam tatra tattejas sarvadeva sharirajam ekastham tadabhunnari vyapta lokatrayam tvisha.
अतुलं तत्र तत्तेजः सर्वदेव शरीरजम् एकस्तं तदभून्नारि व्याप्तलोकत्रयं त्विषा अतुलं तत्र तत्तेजः सर्वदेव शरीरजम् एकस्तं तदभून्नारि व्याप्तलोकत्रयं त्विषा
अतुलं तत्र तत्तेज सर्वदेव शरीरजम् एकस्तं तद्भून्नारी व्याप्तलोकत्रयं त्विषा
The second line, Thada Bhunnari.
अतुलं तत्र तत्तेज सर्वदेव शरीरजम् एकस्तं तदभून्नारी व्याप्तलोकत्रयं त्विषा.
All right, so let's get a little bit of the meaning. And the second half, Sindhuji and Sujata, can you be a student today? I know India will join, but okay. Okay, so now, so like we said, that female form is getting, one female is showing up, right, from the energy of all of them, which is getting created, and that is like shining all over, right? So, and which is what we're saying, Vyapta Trayam Lokam, the entire three worlds are filled with light because of the energy that has actually come. So now they say, the next set of stanzas, it will come, so from the Shiva's light, from the light that came from the Bhruvor Madhya, it only came from Shiva and Vishnu. And Brahma. Everybody else from the body, the light came, right? So from Shiva, it formed the light, formed the Devi's face. It says Yama's face, Yama's radiance that came from Yama formed her hair. Then Vishnu becomes Bahu, because in the next line you will say in the last word, Bahavo Vishnu Tejasa. So Vishnu's Tejas became her Bahu, hands. Then Chandra's, the moon's light became her breasts. Then Indra's light which came from Indra became her waist. Varuna's becomes her legs. Then Earth, or the god of the earth, that became her hips. Then the feet, Brahma's light became her feet. Surya's light became her toes. Similarly, they go on describing Kubera's light becomes her nose. Then all the Prajapatis who were there, those became the teeth. Then Agni, from Agni's radiance, her eyes were formed from the radiance of Agni. And then the wind god, then Vayu then became her ears, and then all the other gods, demigods who were there, all the collective energy became the rest of the body parts. So when this Devi then was shining with all this energy and everything, then she was like shining all over. Then the god started giving her, this is the first part where they all form the various parts of the body. Then the second, everybody gives her certain weapons. So that will come from 20th stanza. You can start following later, but I'll just tell you. So from Shiva, from his trident, he gave a portion of his trident. Then Vishnu, from his chakram, he gave a portion of the chakram to her. Then Varuna gave her a conch. Then Agni gave her a spear. And it just goes on to describe the 18 different weapons that she has, including like Brahma will give her the prayer beads. He gives her a kamandalu. Then Surya then shines his rays all over the pores of her skin. So her skin gets more powerful. Then the Yama then gives her the sword and the shield. So similarly, it goes on to describe everything. Vishwakarma gives her everything. So all the gods, it describes who gives her what. So basically, she's shining with all the 18 arms, with each arm holding one thing, and each of the body part coming from the tejas of each of the gods. So that's what goes on till about like 32 stanzas. It describes each of those. Okay, so we'll start from 14. Yada bhuj chambavam tejaha putagis tejas tena jayata tan mukam yamyena chabhavan kesha bahavo Vishnu tejasa. Yada bhuj chambavam tejas tena jayata tan mukam Yamyena cha bhavan kesha bahavo Vishnu tejasa.
Yada bhujam bhavam tejastena jayada tanmukham. Yamyena cha bhavan kesha bahavo Vishnu tejasa. Yada bhujam bhavam tejastena jayada tanmukham. Yamyena cha bhavan kesha bahavo Vishnu tejasa.
यदभूच्छां भवं तेजस्तेना जायत तन्मुखं याम्येन चाभवन् केशा बाहवो विष्णुतेजसा यदभूच्चाम्बवं तेजस्तेना जायत तन्मुखं यां येन चाम्बवन् केशा बाहवो विष्णुतेजसा
सौम्येन तनयोर युग्मं मध्यम चैन्द्रेण चाभवत्. Chandrena is cha indrena. So that's Indra's there. Indre cha bhavat. Varunena cha jangoru nithambas tejasa bhuvaha. Saumyena stanayor yugmam madhyam cha indrena cha bhavat. Varunena cha jangoru nithambas tejasa bhuvaha.
सौम्येन स्तनयोर्युग्मं मध्यं च इन्द्रेण चाभवद वारुणेन च जङ्घोरुनिदम्बस्तेजसा भुवः सौम्येन स्तनयोर्युग्मं मध्यं च इन्द्रेण चाभवद वारुणेन च जङ्घोरुनिदम्बस्तेजसा भुवः
सौम्येन स्तनयोर्युग्मं मध्यं चन्द्रेण चाभवत् वारुणेन च जङ्घोरु नितम्बस्तेजसा भुवः सौम्येन
चैन्द्रेण चाभवत्.
Oh, चैन्द्रेण. Okay. सौम्येन स्तनयोर्युग्मं मध्यं चैन्द्रेण चाभवत् वारुणेन च जङ्घोरु नितम्बस्तेजसा भुवः.
So Indra actually gives, what do you call? He has the thunderbolt, right? So he gives a portion of the thunderbolt. From that, the thunderbolt is formed, and then he also gives what do you call? The Airavata has the bells. The elephant, white elephant, has the bells. So he gives that bell. So when the Devi walks, it will make a noise. So that's what Indra is giving here. Brahmanas tejasa padau tadangulyorka. So you have to say till that together. Tada angulya arka. So it's three different words. Tadangulyorka tejasa vasunam cha karangulyaha. There put a if sound. Karangulyah kauberena cha nasika. Brahmanas tejasa padau tadangulyorka tejasa vasunam cha karangulyah kauberena cha nasika.
ब्रह्मणस्तेजसा भादौ तदङ्गुल्योऽर्कतेजसा वसूनां च कराङ्गुल्यः कौबेरेण च नासिका ब्रह्मणस्तेजसा भादौ तदङ्गुल्योऽर्कतेजसा वसूनां च कराङ्गुल्यः कौबेरेण च नासिका
ब्रह्मणस्तेजसा पादौ तदङ्गुल्योऽर्कतेजसा वसूनां च कराङ्गुल्यः कौबेरेण च नासिका ब्रह्मणस्तेजसा पादौ तदङ्गुल्योऽर्कतेजसा Okay. तदङ्गुल्योऽर्कतेजसा वसूनां च कराङ्गुल्यः कौबेरेण च नासिका
Tasyastu dantaha put is dantas sambhutaha put f sambhutah prajapatyena tejasa nayana tritayam jagne tata pavaka tejasa. Tasyastu dantas sambhutah prajapatyena tejasa nayana tritayam jagne tata pavaka tejasa.
तस्यास्तु दन्दा सम्भूतः प्रजापत्येन तेजसा नयनत्रदयं जज्ञे तदा पावकतेजसा
Yes, because prajapatyena.
Okay.
From Prajapati, so it becomes Prajapati. That's right.
Okay. तस्यास्तु दन्दा सम्भूतः प्राजापत्येन तेजसा नयनत्रदयं जज्ञे तदा पावकतेजसा
तस्यास्तु दन्ता सम्भूता प्राजापत्येन तेजसा नयनत्रितयं जङ्गे तथा पावक तेजसा तस्यास्तु
The second line, Jagne.
Jagni. N-G-N-E.
Ja, first letter is Ja. Nya. Nya mele A. Nye. So
Jagne.
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 Yeah. Two different. Think of it as one word, but think of it as two different letters for ease, right?
So the past Jan name சேர்ந்து வருமா?
You are saying Jan, you are saying as a Ja, Nye, Ja,
Ja,
J,
Nye.
Ja,
Ah.
J, Ja, Nye is G-N-Y, Nye.
Okay, I'll try it. Tasyastu danta sambhuta prajapatyena tejasa nayanatritayam janni.
Nye, Ja, Nye.
Jani. Okay, I'll practice. Jani tata pavaka tejasa.
Yeah, you got it. I think you don't have, you're putting that extra N sometimes, all of that. Just,
Okay.
yeah, Jagni.
Okay.
Rajesh ji,
Um,
is the saying that Devi has 3 eyes or is
Yeah.
that the
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah, 3 eyes. Ruvau cha sandhyayos tejaha uta ishtejas shravana vanilasya cha anyesham chaiva devanam sambhavas tejasam shiva. So the anyesham, all the other devas, whoever was left, all their light also came and gave her the shine, all the strength, right? She got it here. So Dhruvau cha sandhyayos tejas shravana vanilasya cha anyesham chaiva devanam sambhavas tejasam shiva.
Pruvauja sandhyayosteja shravanavannilasya ja anyesham chaiva devanam sambhavastejasam shiva. Pruvauja sandhyayosteja shravanavannilasya ja anyesham chaiva devanam sambhavastejasam shiva.
Shiva, the A at the end.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, Shiva, tejasam Shiva.
Bruvau cha sandhyayostejas shravanavannilasya cha anyesham chaiva devanam sambhavastejasam shiva. Bruvau cha sandhyayostejas shravanavannilasya cha anyesham chaiva devanam sambhavastejasam shiva.
Tataha putta is tatas samasta devanam tejo rashi samudbhavam tam vilokya mudam prapur amara. If you want to break it, that kind of will come in the middle. So prapur amara mahisharditaha. Tatas samasta devanam tejo rashi samudbhavam tam vilokya mudam prapur amara mahisharditaha.
Tadasamasta devanam tejo rashi samudbhavam tam vilokya mudam prabhuramara mahishardidaha. Tadasamasta devanam tejo rashi samudbhavam tam vilokya mudam prabhuramara mahishardidaha.
ततः समस्त देवानां तेजो राशि समुद्भवां तां विलोक्यमुदं प्रापुर अमरा महिषार्दिताः ततः समस्त देवानां तेजो राशि समुद्भवां तां विलोक्यमुदं प्रापुर अमरा महिषार्दिताः.
The next set of stanzas, you start seeing the various weapons name coming, so you kind of know what is what. Shulam Shulat Vinishkrishya Dadau Tasye Pinaka Drik Chakram Cha Dattavan Krishnaha is Krishnas Samutpadya Swachakradaha. So interestingly, he uses the word Krishna is getting used here, right? But actually, earlier it said it was Vishnu, and from Vishnu's Bhruvor Madhye it comes. So that kind of also shows that the word Krishna and Vishnu gets used pretty interchangeably, right? So anyway, because Krishna is also called Madhusudana, right? But earlier also the word Madhusudana came, and that word comes after Madhu. The Madhu and Kaitaba were killed. So that was done by Narayana, right? Or Vishnu, right? So anyway, so that means some of these things are getting used pretty interchangeably between Krishna and Narayana. They're all, the same names, right? At the end of the day. So
Krishna irukkalaya. What did you say, Rajesh? And the her edutittu enna pannom? Krishnas. Okay.
Samutpadya Swachakratah. Shulam Shulat Vinishkrishya Dadau Tasyai Pinaka Dhrika चक्रं च दत्तवान् कृष्णः समुत्पाद्य स्वचक्रतः.
So Rajesh is samutpa. The next word is what? T-Y-A or T-H?
No, Dhya, D-H-Y-A, Dhya.
T-H-Y-A. Okay.
And this Pinaka Druk, right?
Drik. K. Pinak Drik.
No. The adukku munnadi K ku munnadi dr, right? Not
Yeah,
dr. Okay.
Shulam shuladi-nishkrishya dadau tasyai pinagadhrig chakram jadattavan krishna samutpadhya swajakradaha. Shulam shuladi-nishkrishya dadau tasyai pinagadhrig chakram jadattavan krishna samubhadya swajakradaha.
Samutpadhya.
Samudbhadya. So it's P-A, right? Samudbhadya.
Shulam shulad-vinishkrishya dadhau tasyai pinakadruk chakram cha dattavan krishna samupadya swachakratah. Shulam
Samutpadhya.
Samutpadya swachakratah. Shulam shulad-vinishkrishya dadhau tasyai pinakadruk chakram cha dattavan krishna samutpadya swachakratah.
Shankam cha varunaha, put a ish, varunash shaktim, dadau tasyai hutashanaha, maruto dattavamsh chapam. So ish and then a cha, dattavamsh chapam, bana purne tatheshudi. Shankam cha varunash shaktim, dadau tasyai hutashanaha, maruto dattavamsh chapam, bana purne tatheshudi.
Shankam javaruna shaktim dado tasyai hudashanaha marudo dattavams chabam bana purne tadet shudi. Shankam javaruna shaktim dado tasyai hudashanaha marudo dattavams chabam bana purne tadet shudi.
Shankam cha varuna shaktim dadau tasyai hutashanaha maruto dattavam shapam bana purne tate shudi. Shankam cha varuna shaktim dadau tasyai hutashanaha maruto dattavam shapam bana purne tate shudi.
Vajram Indraha, put is Vajram Indras Samutpadhya Kulishad Amaradipaha. It's Amaradipaha, Kulishadam Amaradipaha, but you just say it together, that's easier. Kulishad Amaradipaha Dadau Tasyai Sahasraksho Ghantam Airavatat, if you want to break it. Ghantam Airavatat Gajat. This is where from the bells of Airavata is given. Vajramindra samutpadya kulishadamaradhipaha dadau tasyai sahasraksho ghantam airavatat gajat.
Rajesh ji, Vajramindra, is that the sound or is sound?
Vajram Indras is.
Oh, is sound. Okay. Vajramindra samutpadya kulishadamaradhipaha dadau tasyai sahasraksho khandamairavadat gajad. Vajramindra samutpadya kulishadamaradhipaha dadau tasyai sahasraksho khandamairavadat gajad.
Vajramindra samutpadya kulishadamaradhipaha dadau tasyai sahasraksho gantam airavadat gajat. Vajramindra samutpadya kulishadamaradhipaha dadau tasyai sahasraksho gantam airavadat gajat.
Kala dandadhyamo, again dhya sound. Kala dandadhyamo dandam pasham chambu patir dadau prajapatish chaksha malam. Cha aksha malam, which is the prayer beat. So prajapatish chaksha malam dadau brahma kamandalum. कालदण्डाद्यमोदण्डं पाशं चाम्बुपतिर्दधौ प्रजापतिश्चाक्षमालां ददौ ब्रह्माकमण्डलुम्
कालदण्डाद्यमोदण्डं पाशं चाम्बुपतिर्ददौ प्रजापतिश्चाक्षमालां ददौ ब्रह्माकमण्डलुम् कालदण्डाद्यमोदण्डं पाशं चाम्बुपतिर्ददौ प्रजापतिश्चाक्षमालां ददौ ब्रह्माकमण्डलुम्
कालदण्डाद्यमोदण्डं पाशं चाम्बुपतिर्दधौ प्रजापतिश्च क्षमालां ददौ ब्रह्माकमण्डलम् कमण्डलुम् कालदण्डाद्यमोदण्डं पाशं चाम्बुपतिर्दधौ प्रजापतिश्चाक्षमालां ददौ ब्रह्माकमण्डलुम्
समस्त रोमकूपेषु निज रश्मीन् दिवाकरः कालश्च दत्तवान् खड्गं तस्याः पुट इष् तस्याश् चर्म च निर्मलम्. So this is what talking about samasta roma. Surya's kind of all the pores of the skin, and then Kala, the Lord of time, is giving her khadgam, sword, and then the shield and the sword. Samasta roma kupeshu nija rashmin divakarah kalascha dattavan khadgam tasyas charma cha nirmalam.
समस्तरोमकूपेषु निजरश्मीन् दिवाकरः कालश्च दत्तवान् खड्गं तस्याश्चर्मं च निर्मलम् Okay. समस्तरोमकूपेषु निजरश्मीन् दिवाकरः कालश्च दत्तवान् खड्गं तस्याश्चर्म च निर्मलम्
समस्तरोमकूपेषु निजरश्मीन् दिवाकरः कालश्च दत्तवान् खड्गं तस्याश्चर्म च निर्मलम् समस्तरोमकूपेषु निजरश्मीन् दिवाकरः कालश्च दत्तवान् खड्गं तस्याश्चर्म च निर्मलम्
क्षीरोदश्चामलं हारम ajare, if you want to break it, haram ajare cha tatambare chudamanim tata divyam kundale katakani cha. So Kshiroda is the ocean of milk. So the one who is the king of the ocean. So he is actually giving a lot of haram, chudamani, kundalam, katakams. He's giving all the ornaments for the Devi. The Lord of the ocean is giving it. Kshirodaschaamalam haram ajare cha tatambare chudamanim tata divyam kundale katakani cha.
क्षीरोदश्चामलं हारम् अजरे तदाम्बरे चूडामणिं तदा दिव्यं कुण्डले कटकानि च क्षीरोदश्चामलं हारम् अजरे तदाम्बरे चूडामणिं तदा दिव्यं कुण्डले कटकानि च
क्षीरोदश्चामलं हारम् अजरे च तथाम्बरे चूडामणिं तथा दिव्यं कुण्डले कटकानि च क्षीरोदश्यामलं हारम् अजरे च तथाम्बरे चूडामणिं तथा दिव्यं कुण्डले कटकानि च.
Okay, we'll stop it here at 25. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Thank you all for accommodating the Wednesday schedule for today. We'll see you all next Tuesday. Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Rajesh.
Rajesh.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh. Bye, bye, bye.